Well, welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, let's give a big round of applause for Blue Thunder. Well, welcome to the King County Executive Small Business Awards program. We're so glad you're here. This is a sellout event this morning. Want to thank everybody's participation. Want to congratulate all of the finalists. It was an amazing group of businesses this year. Our MC for today is Pat Cashman. And as you can tell, I am not Pat Cashman. And my hairline is far better than his. Pat actually is called us. He's on the Renton S-curves right now. He's a great comedian with the show, the hit show 206. So I guess he forgot about where the 425 is, but we'll remind him when he gets here. But for your patience, one of the things I thought we might do, and that might be a little bit of fun, is that you'll notice that we all have noisemakers at the tables. Just like we do. This is a tradition at the awards program. That's right. Fantastic. So how about this? This will be a nice test. This will actually be a lot of fun. When Pat gets here, and I think if all of you know Pat, right? He's a guy with no hair and kind of middle-aged guy. The guy does he? Yeah. Oh yes. Actually, he does have a letter. But I was thinking of his fellow comedian. But when he gets here, let's just welcome him with the loudest noises we possibly can make when he walks in the door. And we'll surprise him a little bit with that. So is everybody in agreement there? Can we do that? Excellent. So first, I do want to welcome everybody. My name's Jeff Marcel. I'm the president and CEO of the Economic Development Council for King County. And thrilled to be a part of this year's program, as we have in the years past, to really celebrate small business throughout King County. So I do want to make sure everyone knows, while this is the Executive Small Business Awards, please be assured that the executive had no involvement in the judging. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. And now it really is my pleasure, though, to introduce someone that really doesn't need any introduction. He is a champion of small business. King County Executive Dow Constantine is really the person who came up with a vision of honoring and recognizing small businesses throughout King County and their importance to our local economy. So I'd like to welcome King County Executive Dow Constantine.
Well, thank you, Jeff. And without question, Pat will arrive during my remarks, so I'm just going to stop and say nothing, and you're just going to all turn and do this, okay? I'm very pleased to be here today for the third annual King County Executive Small Business Awards. It seems like only yesterday that we created this event to honor our small businesses, but we're here today at this, again, ridiculous hour. We clearly can't learn for the third time. But even at this early hour, our blood is already pumping overtime thanks to Keith Rosu and the incredible Seahawks Blue Thunder drum line. Thanks to them. I want to first acknowledge and welcome our elected officials in attendance. These officials are dedicated to helping our communities and businesses grow and prosper. And I can tell you, as an elected official, we are asked to go to many, many events. And their presence here is an indication of how they value small business and the role of small business in our economy. But first, before I introduce the others, I'd like to introduce our host. We're in the city of Bellevue today, and to welcome us and say a few words is the mayor of Bellevue, Conrad Lee.
Thank you. Well, good morning. As the mayor of the city of Bellevue, welcome you all. We are very honored that the executive is gracing us with this wonderful event. As you know, Bellevue is a city that encourages and welcomes and works with the small businesses. Even though I'm sitting on the Microsoft table, a big business, but at one time there was small business. So that's how important small businesses are to us. So we appreciate, and also I just want to make a quick note. as you know, I was the Small Business Administration Region Administrator a number of years ago. So I know how important it is, not just to the city, but to the county, to the region, and to the whole country, small businesses are. So you're all going to be Microsoft of the future. So thank you and welcome. Have a great, successful event. Thank you, Doc.
And if you're all the Microsoft of the future, we welcome you to stay here in King County. And thank you. That's good, just like Microsoft. So I want to welcome some other elected officials who may or may not have made it through the traffic. They might be carpooling with Pat Cashman right now. Former Washington State Representative from the 41st District, Marcy Maxwell. King County Councilmember Kathy Lambert. Port of Seattle Commission President Tom Albro is here. Tom, wave to the crowd. The Mayor of the City of Kent, Suzette Cook, is here. I'm not sure I saw Redmond Mayor John Marchione. Oh, there's John Marchione, Mayor of Redmond. Tukwila Mayor Jim Hagerton is here with us. Redmond City Council Member Kimberly Allen. Kimberly, are you with us today? Don't see Kimberly. Or Redmond City Council Member John Stillen, are you here? John. Redmond City Council Member Pat Vacher. There we go. And are there other elected officials I did not have on this list? I want to make sure that we recognize you. Well, thank you all for being here today. Now, I want to acknowledge and thank our sponsors for supporting this event. Our sponsors help provide the tools, the business climate, the encouragement, the assistance small businesses need to thrive. Would the representatives of the following organizations stand, and let's recognize them. First of all, the aforementioned former small business, Microsoft. Another sponsor, Key Bank. You've heard from them once, but we want to thank them for their support. Enterprise Seattle. And the Workforce Development Council of Seattle and King County. And lastly, I want to thank our 38 chamber, city, small business organization partners. They promoted this event, they submitted nominations, and many joined in as judges, gave their time to review and score these nominations. It's true, Jeff, they don't let me get anywhere near scoring and choosing the winner, so I just got to thank everyone who did that and kept me out of trouble with the people who didn't win. Will all of our partners and judges please stand and accept our thanks? So, when they're not working, small business owners are most likely thinking about work. I bet a bunch of you are thinking about work right now while you're sitting here. They are the chief problem solvers, decision makers in their firms. They don't have cadres of attorneys or accountants, analysts, or assistants to guide them. In today's fiercely competitive markets, they know the buck truly stops with them, or the buck will stop rolling in. They know that to survive in the future, they must continue to improve their products and their services. They are well aware that clinging to the ways of the past can spell demise. One major step into the future for all of us will arrive a week from yesterday, on October 1st, when healthcare reform arrives as the healthcare exchange opens for business. Health reform provides a major opportunity for our region. Small business owners are well positioned to take advantage of this opportunity, and their employees, as well as they themselves, may become eligible for affordable health care. I started a small business, a law firm. We define that as a business, even if many of you wouldn't. And I know for the first 2 years, I was making payroll and working hard to pay the rent, and I went without health care, which was foolish, but in that case necessary. I had to choose between keeping the doors open and keeping myself covered. This is a new era. It's an era in which there will be access for people who previously could simply not afford health care to get either Medicaid, but in many cases, subsidized health care based on their income. This may apply to your employees. It may apply to you yourself. And when everyone gets covered, it saves us all money, because people who today have conditions that are deteriorating untreated, and then they end up in the emergency room, we get the bill for that. You get the bill for that. You pay for that in your insurance. In the future, people will be able to have those conditions dealt with early through preventative care, rather than having to come to the emergency room for very expensive emergent care. So I want you to know that letting your employees know, letting your customers know is an important part of this. There are a lot of folks you interact with every day who don't have health insurance. They just don't. And they are one accident away from a bankruptcy. You might be that person. Reach out to those folks. Let them know we are the hub of this wheel of folks reaching out across our community. There will be many, many partner groups helping to get people to fill out the little survey and figure out if they now can finally have health coverage. But if you can't find anyone else, call your county council member or call me, and we'll help you find the right people. Now, as we continue our economic recovery, with our region doing better than most nationwide, we see small businesses leading the way and putting people back to work. That's why this event is so important to me. It's important to recognize the entrepreneurial spirit, the creativity, and the diversity of our small businesses, and to celebrate their achievements and the tremendous contributions they make to our economy. For more than 100 compelling small business nominations, and thank you to everyone who nominated a business, our judges selected 21 extremely impressive finalists. In selecting these finalists, the judges were guided by the following criteria: merit within the award category, innovative business models, workforce development efforts, customer service approach, and community involvement. Now, our finalists are spread geographically across the county. 3 are from our rural areas. 9 come from our suburban cities, and 9 are based in the city of Seattle. I'm extremely pleased that 5 of our finalists have achieved certification as King County small contractors and suppliers. But even better, one of our finalists is producing so much revenue that the business has outgrown our small contractor and supplier eligibility standards. So congratulations to you. Too much revenue is a problem a lot of people would like to have, your government included. I'd like to yes, thank you. That's the staff over there. I'd like to recognize our partners in the Small Contractors and Suppliers Program, the Port of Seattle and Sound Transit, who are here with us this morning. With this partnership, a company only needs to register one time to be certified as a vendor for all 3 agencies. Our region is well known for innovation and creativity as well. In fact, some are referring to this as the innovation hotbed of the country. Most everyone in this room knows that downtown Nordstrom is known as Store One, as downtown was the initial location for this business, a business that built itself into a national leader through unparalleled customer service. But King County is home to many, many Stores One, or Store Ones, I'm not sure. Entrepreneurial startups that went on to become national trademarks. Microsoft, 2 geeks in a garage who kicked off the personal computing revolution. Boeing, the maker of the world's best airplanes, including the best-selling commercial plane in history, the Boeing 737 and the 737 MAX will be assembled here in the city of Renton. Pat Cashman can probably see the factory from where he sits now. Amazon, a company that turned the retail world upside down by revolutionizing online purchasing. REI, a co-op for local mountain climbers and old Boy Scouts like me that now brings performance fleece to the world. Starbucks, the innovators who saved us all from Folgers and managed to take a zero-calorie beverage and make it the most fattening meal of your day. and Costco, big box retail pioneers. I don't have to remind you of the number of jokes about Costco and buying 5-gallon buckets of ketchup and whatnot. All the stuff you never knew you needed, you found at Costco. From these examples, it's easy to see why people across this nation wonder just what's in the water out here. We cannot afford to lose this competitive edge. And that is why we must always support entrepreneurship, innovation, and creativity. When I look back at this event in 10 or 20 years, which of the finalists today will we speak of in the same terms as our global leaders, as our regional brands, as our mega companies? Indeed, as you look around this room, imagine which one of these companies will have succeeded so greatly that one day they will be the sponsors of this event. Well, in just a moment, we will announce the winners in each category. But before I do, I want you to know that I consider each and every one of our finalists to be a winner. I know that they're very tough choices when they choose from the finalists and pick a winner, but these are businesses that are outstanding. That's why they were nominated. That's why we made the finalist list. And I want to invite all of our finalists right now to please stand and let's give them a round of applause and thank them for their great work. I have one very important request for all the winners and finalists. At the conclusion of the program, please come forward to the stage for our class picture. There will be a lady from the PTA to fix your hair, but we want to make sure we get everybody in the shot. So everybody, all the finalists or the winners come forward, and the finalists, everybody come forward and get a picture. So on to the awards. Jeff, you're going to read the description of this for us. All right.
Thank you very much, Dow. And so, Jeff Marcel, still not Cashman, but we're going to proceed nonetheless. We do have an exciting program, a lot of things to cover, a lot of awards to give out. So I do want to make sure that we, you know, one of the things that Dow mentioned, I just couldn't agree more. We truly are an innovation hotbed, and the finalists are an absolute phenomenal reflection of the incredible innovation that's happening across our county. So I do have a couple reminders as we start the program. On the center of each one of your tables, you will see an evaluation, and we really take your evaluations and your thoughts about the events and the awards really to heart. So, and they help form what we're going to be doing the next year. So please fill those out, leave them at your table. We really will spend a fair bit of time looking at your thoughts and trying to incorporate new ideas and your comments into next year's program. And just as Dow said, I want to make sure that all of the winners and the finalists come at the end of the event to make sure that everybody's photo gets taken and we are all recognized. So we want to make sure that this is all documented. So additionally, I want to make sure all of the winners understand we've created videos for each of the winners. So there will not be a need for winners to provide an acceptance speech, but they're phenomenal. I think you're going to see there are fun. Yes, absolutely. Of course we would love to hear it. But they are phenomenal videos. I think you're all going to get a great kick out of them and learn a lot about these companies as well. So now we can, but before I do that, let's just start with this side of the room because I heard some noisemakers earlier, but let's really make sure they're all working. So this side of the room, let's see. Yes, you are in the shot. All right. That's pretty good. That was good. So let's try this side. All right. I think everybody is in. All right. That's what I like to hear. Everybody is in. Well, that's what this is about, right? This is all about celebrating small business. So let me first introduce our first category and tell you a little bit about it, Rural Small Business of the Year Award. The rural economy is an important link to the urban area and provides opportunities for residents to both live and work in the rural area. The King County Strategic Plan supports rural economic development that maintains the character of the rural area. Therefore, this award recognizes the rural small business that has achieved excellence in one of the traditional rural industry clusters. And so presenting this year's Rural Business of the Year is King County Executive Constantine.
I am very pleased to be able to present this year's Rural Small Business of the Year Awards. It is tremendously important in this most urban county in the Pacific Northwest that we continue to encourage a thriving rural economy. And in point of fact, our farm economy, for example, is growing, the third strongest west of the Cascades, and stronger than many in the rest of the state, in eastern Washington as well. And a lot of that is because we have intrepid farmers who are finding new ways to get productive use from farmlands, and then to take advantage of the fact that we have a market of millions of people close at hand who want those locally produced goods. This year's finalists in the Rural Small Business of the Year Award category are Canterbury Farms. Family-owned since 1954, Canterbury Farms is a small blueberry farm located southeast of Auburn in the Upper Green River Valley Agricultural Production District. Canterbury began selling their delicious blueberry products at Seattle's Pike Place Market in 1983, where they have since become famous for their quality, freshness, and true blueberry flavor. Fox Hollow Farm. Fox Hollow Family Farm, located outside of Issaquah, has had phenomenal success in blending animal rehabilitation and rescue while connecting people with nature. Established in 2008, Fox Hollow offers opportunities for family and friends to commune with nature while enjoying a traditional farm. And Growing Things Farm. Established in 1991, Growing Things Farm is a certified organic farm located in the Snoqualmie Valley Agricultural Production District. At Growing Things, they believe in living their lives in harmony with the rest of the world with as little harmful impact as possible. They work to be good stewards of the land so they can leave this planet a better place for generations to come. And the winner is, and this is where you do your drum roll. There we go. Growing Things Farm.
Established in 1991, Growing Things Farm is a certified organic farm located in the Snoqualmie River Valley. Owner-farmer Michelle Blakely, working together with her team of 4 full-time employees, maintain a very thriving and successful farm. Growing Things Farm produces a wide variety of organic vegetables, berries, and fruits. The farm also has laying flock, pastured meat birds, pastured pork, and grass-fed beef that all help to contribute to the fertility of their soils. In addition, they offer a summer community-supported agriculture program that runs for 20 weeks beginning in June. Growing Things is active in the TILT internship program, which provides education and training to people who want to go into farming. Over the years, Michelle has trained dozens of interns, and several new farms have been developed by people who interned with her. She has been a member of the King County Agricultural Commission for more than 10 years. Growing Things is a strong supporter of programs aimed at ending hunger and providing social equality through food access. They have been instrumental in developing new markets for growers to be able to sell their products, including the Ballard Farmers Market, as well as providing critical support to the University, Columbia City, and Carnation Farmers Markets. Michelle and her team strive to provide their customers with the best tasting and most nutritious food available, full of vitamins and minerals. They do this by working with nature, not manipulating it. Growing Things Farm works to be good stewards of the land so that it leaves this planet in a better place for generations to come.
Please join me in congratulating Michelle Blakely and Growing Things Farm. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, we're moving now. So we're going to jump to the next category. Before I do that, though, I also want to make sure to recognize the other rural finalists. So please allow me and join me in congratulating the rural finalists for Canterbury Farms and Fox Hollow Family Farm. Please, will they please stand, please? Fantastic. Thank you very much for all of your hard work and efforts. So our next category is Exporting Small Business of the Year Award. That's a phenomenal one. So let's hear it for that one. Please, let's make a little bit of noise for that one. All right. So I think everybody here knows economies grow through trade by exporting their products and services globally. This brings in income, which allows wages to rise and tax base for critical public infrastructure and services to grow. So all good things. This award recognizes the small business that has achieved significant international sales through existing or new international markets. Presenting this year's Export Small Business of the Year Award is Randy Riffle, KeyBank Senior Vice President and Marketing Executive for Business Banking. So Randy, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of KeyBank and our local international trade and foreign exchange departments, I'm pleased to present this year's Export Small Business of the Year Award. I was at a client's office 2-3 weeks ago, and this client came to us from another bank, and the reason why is because their bank failed them. They lost a $1.5 million contract that they had in place because the bank wasn't able to effectively and efficiently help their international needs. So what did we learn from that? We learned, number one, the bank needs to perform. We need to perform efficiently and effectively for these companies with international needs, and their previous bank did not do that. Secondly, the company needs to communicate their international strategy with their bank. We need to be able to be prepared when you have an international need, an export-import transaction, and it's extremely important because that company actually had to lay off 2 people because they lost that contract. Unfortunate. Now, the 3 companies that I know have an international strategy and communicate it well with their bank are tonight's finalists for Exporting Small Business of the Year. Measurement Technology Northwest. Measurement Technology Northwest is a growing Seattle-based engineering and manufacturing firm that has been developing unique instrumentation and testing products since 1986. They are committed to doing everything possible to be an asset to the local economy while providing comprehensive support to all of their customers. Oppenheimer Camera Products. For the past 20 years, Oppenheimer Camera Products has been designing, manufacturing, and shipping innovative accessories for the global motion picture product industry. They believe in building innovative products that solve client problems cleanly, efficiently, and easily, while striving for great function and good design at a reasonable cost. Pacific Valley Foods. Pacific Valley Foods has been providing quality frozen and dry food products throughout the world since 1975. Their product lines include quality frozen potato French fry products, frozen and canned vegetables, breakfast foods, and juice concentrates. The majority of the products are grown and processed here in Washington State. Can we get a drum roll? And the winner is Pacific Valley Foods. Congratulations.
Pacific Valley Foods is a second-generation family business founded in 1975. Scott and Lynn Hanna started their business in the basement of their modest home in Bellevue. With babies in one arm and the telephone in the other, Lynn began developing the international division, while Scott concentrated on the U.S. market, along with meeting their growers. Soon, Pacific Valley Foods had a full line of frozen vegetables and potatoes sold in the U.S. and internationally, becoming one of the first companies to begin exporting frozen vegetables and French fries to Japan. Son and daughter, John and Susan, have continued the Hanna legacy, adapting to the changing times while maintaining the traditions and original commitment to the values instilled by their parents. Pacific Valley Foods now has 12 employees with more than $24 million in sales. Today, 90% of the company's products are exported to more than 26 countries. The majority of the products exported by Pacific Valley Foods are grown and processed in Washington State. This includes frozen and canned vegetables, frozen fruits, breakfast foods, and juice concentrates. In addition to supplying products, they also manage the entire export process from overseeing and packing of the product to delivery. As a family-owned and operated business, Pacific Valley Foods truly understands the importance of flexibility, creativity, and innovation. and has earned a high level of respect and trust in an industry dominated by giant food chains. Pacific Valley Foods is internationally recognized and admired as a company that will do what it takes to bring quality products to their customers. Pacific Valley Foods is a strong supporter of Women to Women International, which sponsors women in war-torn countries. The 12-month program provides a woman with financial assistance, job training, and education courses necessary to support her family.
Join me in congratulating John and Susan Hanna of Pacific Valley Foods and thanking Key Bank and Randy Riffle for sponsoring today's event. Take this.
What a cool company. Congratulations. We also want to make sure that we recognize the other finalists. So please, if they would please stand, let's please recognize Measurement Technology Northwest and Oppenheimer Camera Products as well. So incredible companies. Wonderful job. So our next category is a phenomenal category, one that's near and dear to our heart. Certainly at the Economic Development Council, we recognize that really the magic formula to success in business is all about talent. So this next category is the Workforce Development Small Business of the Year Award. A skilled workforce is vital to the growth of business and the economy. This award recognizes the small business with outstanding practices in hiring, retaining, and developing the skills of its workers. Presenting this year's Workforce Development Small Business of the Year Award is Marlena Sessions, CEO of the Workforce Development Council of Seattle and King County. So welcome, Marlena.
Good morning. You know, at the Workforce Development Council of Seattle-King County, we pay a lot of attention to numbers. It's all about jobs, of course, and upskilling our workforce, whether you're entering the workforce as a young person or a mid-level career professional needing to make a career change or a mature worker. But the numbers mean a lot. For example, last year, 120,000 individuals who were unemployed went into our work source centers that we oversee across all of King County. That's an unduplicated count, Executive. And that's a big number, and that's not a number we like, but it's down significantly in the last 3 or 4 years. Another number is about 5.7, 5.9%, which is what the unemployment rate, and just 2 years ago when the executive started these awards, it was almost in the double digits. So we're happy to see that edging down, but we watch it very closely. Another number that's on my mind this morning is 7. It's the number of times in the 3 years of this award that the executive has complained about the early hour of this event. Excuse me just a minute. Executive, you're the boss of the whole county. You can make a change here. Yeah. 3.
It's going to be a cocktail reception.
That's right on. 3 outstanding finalists for Workforce Development Council Small Business of the Year. Dry soda. Dry soda produces a less sweet, all-natural soda made with just 4 ingredients, including a small amount of pure cane sugar. Dry soda has a demonstrated commitment to hiring young workers and developing their skills and leadership so that they may transition into positions of greater responsibility within the company. To date, 4 interns and Dry Soda college graduate brand ambassadors have accepted full-time positions within the company. Golden Steer Restaurant. Golden Steer is a full-service restaurant and catering business which strives to give back to the community through participation in programs such as the Kent School District's TOP program, a vocational program designed to prepare students for their future by providing community-based transition services to students with disabilities. Golden Steer has 7 to 10 students per year as a part of the program and currently has 2 graduates that they've hired as employees. Ron Wright and Associates. Ron Wright and Associates is a small business with a big impact, completing 600 architecture projects in 20 years and promoting progressive workforce practices within their organization and throughout the community. Ron Wright and Associates Architects has created a learning workplace where employees determine how best to achieve goals and learn from their experiences. Employee well-being is a top priority with innovative benefits including a subsidy for a recreation activity selected by an employee. Wow, don't tell my staff about that, that's great. And a drum roll, please. And the winner for the Workforce Development Small Business of the Year, Dry Soda.
Founded in 2005, Dry Soda produces a less sweet, all-natural soda made with just 4 ingredients, including a small amount of pure cane sugar. Each dry soda contains a fourth to a third of the sugar found in traditional sodas. Founder and CEO Sherelle Klaus was inspired by the idea to create a better soda made with better ingredients for everyone. With the success of their original flavors, rhubarb, lavender, lemongrass, and kumquat, Dry now offers 11 flavors, with 2 of them being added this year. Dry Soda is committed to hiring young workers and developing their skills and leadership so they may transition into positions of greater responsibility within the company. They value young graduates as employees, providing them opportunities to grow by taking on new challenges. The company encourages employees to mentor each other and to understand how departments' responsibilities impact each other. They offer a minimum of 3 paid internships a year to current students and recent graduates of local universities. Dry's current staff of 17 includes 5 individuals who could be classified as recent graduates. To date, 4 interns and Dry Soda College graduate brand ambassadors have accepted full-time positions within the company. Dry Soda is successful as a company because every employee understands that they are part of a team and works very hard to make its product and brand relevant to customers. Through their support of their customers, distribution has grown to include the U.S. and Canada as they continue their expansion to grocery stores, cafes, bars, and restaurants around the country. Sherelle is thrilled that what started as an idea in her kitchen has become a soda for everyone that's perfect for all occasions.
Please join me in congratulating Dry Soda Vice President of Marketing, Kate Holmes Thompson.
And thank you to Marlena Sessions and the Workforce Development Council of Seattle-King County for sponsoring today's event. And the cucumber flavor is really, really good. Just want you to know. My favorite.
I'm going to have to say lavender is pretty darn good too. If you haven't had it, it's amazing. It really is. So I have a Pat Cashman update for you. You heard we said earlier that that this was a sellout event, which is phenomenal. It's great news, but that also means the parking lot is full. So Pat is out. He's looking for parking everywhere. He's going to be here as soon as possible. But with that, I will still be the MC for just a little bit longer. And so before we move on out of this category, though, I do want to take a moment and ask them please to stand, our other finalists for this category, and let's please congratulate Golden Steer Restaurant and Ron White and Associates. They are amazing companies. So our next category is an incredible category, and it really does talk about success of our region. The Minority Small Business of the Year Award is one that we hold near and dear at the King County Executive Small Business Awards. The U.S. Census Bureau surveys the business owners, surveyed business owners that showed King County's percentage of minority-owned businesses was over 13%. Given the significant ownership percentage, the award recognizes the minority-owned business that has attained outstanding business achievement and exemplifies the significant contributions made by minority-owned businesses in King County. Presenting this year's Minority Small Business of the Year Award is Sandy Hanks, Supervisor, Business Development and Contract Compliance with King County. So welcome. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm so pleased to be here with all of you early risers because I work with a powerhouse team working hard on behalf of small businesses to ensure that we have increased participation and greater diversity in our small business contracting opportunities. So on behalf of King County, I'm pleased to present this year's Minority Small Business of the Year Award. This year's finalists are Greater China, USA. Founded in 1995, Greater China, USA has enjoyed steady growth and demand for high-quality, high-value import services. They are a growing supplier in the promotional and consumer product industries. Greater China is an excellent example of superior value and unparalleled customer support. Magellan Architects. Redmond-based Magellan Architects is a leader in its field. Starting as a one-person firm in 2001, it has grown to 13 employees locally, along with additional employees at a satellite office in California. The company's values of being proactive, accessible, and optimal, along with being corporate-minded but family-driven, have helped it achieve a level of excellence among architectural firms. Tokusaku Consulting. Tokusaku Consulting is a local management consulting firm that offers its clients solutions to business problems tailored to their unique situations. Tokusaku combines a process-focused, systems diagnostic methodology with competitive rates that support clients who are continually challenged to do more with less. And the winner is Tokusaku Consulting.
Tokusaku Consulting is a local management consulting firm that offers clients solutions tailored to their unique situations. Tokusaku combines a process-focused, systems-agnostic methodology with competitive rates to support clients continually challenged to do more with less. Started in 2007 by founder and CEO Matt Izzarri, Tokusaku's management philosophy draws from Matt's professional background, as well as his experience as a second-degree black belt in judo. Tokusaku's unique framework for seamless execution is a four-step disciplined process that brings clarity to the core issues at hand and ensures focus and alignment throughout the project to its final resolution. Matt and his team of 11 employees are dedicated to driving best-of-class solutions with innovative approaches. They partner with their clients to define strategies and develop customized solutions that deliver results. The team has regular check-ins to ensure all of the client's needs and expectations are being met, resulting in a 96% client satisfaction survey ranking. Tokusaku is committed to community involvement. They are a sponsor of a number of regional organizations, including the King County Library Foundation, as well as being active members of the Northwest Minority Supplier Development Council. The team supported and actively participated in the Washington State Coalition Against Domestic Violence Refuse to Abuse 5K run at Safeco Field. In addition, Matt is active within the Puget Sound community and serves on multiple boards, as well as serving as a mentor for two of our local universities. Tokusaku's goal is to deliver continued value to their customers by putting relationships first, both with their clients and employees. They strive to strengthen their local connection by consciously making a difference, both where their employees work and live.
Please join me in congratulating Tokusaku Matt Izzarri.
Hold the phone. Here's our MC. I knew he was going to be here. Pat, come on up. We're so excited you're here. We hope the parking was okay. But thanks for being here. I'm Jeff Marcel. I've been the interim MC. And please be kind in your evaluations. It was something new for me. So, but I appreciate your patience. But first, let me welcome Pat. And but before I do that, let's make sure to recognize and thank our finalists in the previous category. Please, I'd like to ask them to stand. Greater China USA and Magellan Architects, congratulations for a wonderful job this year on all your success. With that, Pat, the podium is all yours. Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, Dal. Glad to see me. Good morning. Now, I thought of a million stories I could make up on my way here. But the truth of the matter is, I thought this was an evening affair. I've had meetings with these people. We've discussed all of the awards and how this program would go. Somehow that part never came up. I'm not blaming anybody else, but I honestly thought it was this evening, and so next year would be evening is a better time, isn't it? So I'm very sorry. And traffic could not have been worse. And then there's no parking. There's overflow parking. The overflow parking was full. And so here I am. My name is Pat Cashman. Try to forget that. I am fortunate enough to be part of a new show called The 206. I don't deserve any of your applause. I just thought I would mention that it is a show on Saturday night, very late. Very, very late. And as am I. And so I apologize. I just cannot begin to say how sorry I am. So if I have a small business, and if my business did not deliver on time as promised, then my business would pretty much be gone, and I would never be here getting an award. So obviously there are other people who do business differently, and that's why we're here today, so thank you. Okay. So, and again, I saw the script earlier, but I didn't have a chance to peruse it. I hope I'm in the right spot here. I believe we're about to present the Small Woman of the Year Award. Am I right about that? Okay. Now, the U.S. Census Bureau survey of business owners showed that King County has the 14th highest percentage among all U.S. counties for women-owned businesses at 29%. Given that significant ownership percentage, this award recognizes the woman-owned business that has attained outstanding business achievement and exemplifies the significant contributions made by women-owned businesses in this county, King. This, of course, is the Woman Small Business Awards. And presenting this year's Woman Small Business of the Year Award is Dean Iacovelli. He's a Microsoft Director of State and Local Government for Northwest and New Mexico. And here he is.
Good morning. So on a personal level, I'm very happy to be here because I've worked for a number of, in my 25 years in technology, I've worked for a number of small businesses, including some spectacularly embarrassing early 2000 internet startups, which we shall say no more about. It will surprise exactly no one for me to tell you that Microsoft's Small Business Days are kind of a little bit far behind it at this point. But that has no bearing whatsoever on our level of support and enthusiasm for small business. I could talk to you about BizSpark programs and other kind of incubator programs where we invest directly with small businesses around the world. But to me, the biggest footprint, the biggest level of support that Microsoft can offer is exemplified by this statistic. So just in the state of Washington, there are 5,900 Microsoft partners, so people who take our technology and build stuff with it, right? That's actually the last mile of the technology road. And the vast majority of those are small businesses. And those collectively, those small businesses just in Washington employ 200,000 people. There is nothing that Microsoft could do. There is no amount of people we could hire in the state that would make as much of an impact locally and globally to small business as what that statistic right there. So I hope that resonates and you guys understand that we are here every year because we are huge supporters of small business. So On behalf of Microsoft Corporation, I'm pleased to present this year's Woman Small Business of the Year Award. This year's finalists are Artitudes Design, Inc. Artitudes Design is a full-service graphic design agency that specializes in high-quality executive presentations, branding, marketing, graphic and interactive design, and motion graphics. CEO Andrea Houston believes in not only treating her clients well, but also treating her employees well. Happy employees equal happy clients. Equinox Business Law Group, PLLC. Michelle Boomberger founded Equinox Business Law Group in 2005 with a vision to make legal services accessible to small and mid-sized businesses. Through their innovative flat fee, unlimited access general counsel packages, Equinox's clients are able to communicate with them as needed without the risk of unexpected fees. LPD Engineering. LPD Engineering provides civic site design and consulting services on a diverse mix of public and private projects. Owner and principal Lori Farr believes their success has come from staying true to their core values of designing projects with environmentally sustainable methods that bring lasting community benefit. Can I get me a drum roll? And the winner is Equinox Business Law Group. Receiving the award is Equinox's founder and managing attorney, Michelle Boomberger.
Michelle Boomberger founded Equinox Business Law Group in 2005 with a vision to make legal services accessible to small and mid-sized clients, allowing them to work closely with their lawyers to build smart, successful businesses. Through her vision, leadership, and perseverance, Equinox has created an alternative to the traditional model that provides real value for both the firm and its clients. Michelle and her team of 4 employees strive to provide their clients with information to help them balance business and law. Through their innovative, flat-fee, unlimited access general counsel packages, clients are able to communicate with them as needed without the risk of unexpected fees. Equinox also provides seminars and complimentary check-ins to ensure clients' needs are met and addressed. Equinox's current client list consists of more than 500 small and mid-sized businesses. Since inception, their revenues have grown steadily, even through the recession. Their business model encourages clients to call on them as they expand and change, so Equinox can help them to be strong companies and smart employers making decisions with long-term vision in mind. Equinox Business Law Group has changed the way businesses engage and work with legal counsel and has been a leader and example of social responsibility to the legal profession. They believe legal counsel should be practical and responsive, empower you with information, offer less complexity, and commit to a predictable cost. In short, they believe there is a better way for law firms to serve businesses.
Congratulations, Michelle Boomberger and Equinox Business Law Group. And thanks to Microsoft for making that presentation this morning as well. That's terrific, Michelle. Congrats. Next, we move on to the Green Sustainable Small Business of the Year Award. And the presenter is Jeff Marcel, EDC. Here's Jeff. Perhaps you're familiar with him.
Thank you, Pat. Hi again. And Pat, just so you know, you weren't the only one who didn't get a chance to see the script this morning, so don't feel alone in that. But we simplified and moved forward. And if it makes you feel any better, earlier I kept thinking you were John Keister, so I kept making bald jokes, and clearly that didn't work. So the EDC is honored to support the King County Executive Small Business Awards and really celebrate small business across the county. It really is an exceptional thing and an enormous contribution to our local economy. And the EDC has had a program for almost a decade focused on clean technology companies and working to assist them in their growth. And so we are especially honored to be presenting this year's Green Sustainable Small Business of the Year Award. And we have 3 outstanding finalists this year. So let me tell you a little bit about them. The first finalist is EWC Group Incorporated. EWC Group preserves the environment by dismantling and recycling electronic waste. They are committed to the preservation of the environment and are dedicated to diverting electronic waste from landfills through socially ethical and environmentally responsible recycling processes. So let's give them a hand. So our second finalist is Full Circle Environmental. Full Circle Environmental designs waste prevention and recycling programs and policies. They work to assist large and small businesses to recycle more, waste less, buy more recycled goods, and conserve energy. Full Circle has been instrumental in leveraging and expanding the sustainable practices of hundreds of businesses. So let's thank them for all of their great work. And our third finalist is Green Canopy Homes. Green Canopy Homes is focused on inspiring resource efficiency in residential markets by retrofitting existing homes using leading efficiency methods and materials, while keeping the original charm and character of the homes intact. They have transformed the relationship between the builder and the community and continue to innovate in all aspects of their business. Green Canopy believes in making the planet a better place for everyone, and that's a good thing. So let's give them a round of applause. So, with that, let's do a really big drum roll on this one. And the winner is Green Canopy Homes.
Founded in 2009, Green Canopy Homes rebuilds Seattle homes with quality, energy efficiency, and today's lifestyles in mind. They are transforming and inspiring the regional real estate market. With every fixer home they acquire and rebuild, third-party auditors show that more greenhouse gas emissions are prevented from going into the atmosphere than the average car produces in 1 year. These emission reductions remain in effect year after year. CEO Aaron Fairchild is a third-generation lender and entrepreneur and has a deep understanding of residential and commercial finance, residential construction, and energy efficiency. Aaron and his team of 20 employees believe in the mission to inspire efficiency in residential markets. They work hard to ensure that every neighborhood, home buyer, home seller, employee, real estate agent, business partner, and shareholder is aware of their mission and the impact they make. Each home they transform and each new construction project they develop is built to inspire resource efficiency. Green Canopy guarantees performance and will pay the difference in the homeowner's energy bills if the home does not perform according to its energy model. Green Canopy's Community Color program engages the community in their mission by inviting them to vote on the color they will paint each of their homes. Its Green Canopy Energy Agent program is a real estate membership program that provides certified, continued education to licensed real estate agent professionals focused on residential energy efficiency and green building techniques. Green Canopy's goal is to reuse and remodel homes in local neighborhoods using leading efficiency methods and materials while keeping the original charm and character intact. They think long-term about their work's impact on the environment and seek to create a community of urban dwellers who care about their neighborhood and their footprint within it.
Again, big congratulations to Green Canopy Homes. And Aaron Fairchild there as CEO. And thanks to CDC for making that presentation. Jeff, no reason to apologize about the keister thing. In my drive up here, as it was, I was so wishing I was John Keister rather than who I am. All right, we're coming to the, this just seems to have whisked by to this moment. Because we're already at the Small Business of the Year award. The challenges to running a small business are infinite, as you know, and often daunting, but the collective contributions of small businesses are vital to this county's economy. So on behalf of small businesses throughout the county, the award we're about to give is given to the small business that best exemplifies the tenacity, the perspicacity. That's just a fun word to say, but not 3 times fast, however. perspicacity, and the audacity, frankly, that it takes to run a small business in any time, but especially these challenging times. And presenting this year's Small Business of the Year award is King County Executive Dow Constantine. Dow, where are you? Bring him up here. Oh, there you are.
Thank you, Pat. And I know it's 9 o'clock, and we promised to have you out here by 9 o'clock, and I know some of you have to get back to work, but if you stay after this, there may be a prize for at least one of you. So stay right there. Small Business of the Year. The finalists are Keeney's Office Supply. Keeney's is the leading independent distributor of office supplies and office interiors in the Puget Sound region. A local, family-owned company, Keeney's is committed to finding ways to help their customers run their businesses more efficiently. They understand that not all businesses operate in the same manner, so the flexibility and adaptability they provide is their biggest asset. Magnum Print Solutions. Magnum Print Solutions is the largest and one of the last toner cartridge manufacturers in the Puget Sound region. Magnum's overall philosophy is to provide locally made, environmentally friendly products that support local jobs and support a local ecosystem. And Pop, Gourmet Popcorn Company, LLC. Pop Gourmet Popcorn Company is revolutionizing the gourmet popcorn category. I didn't know it was a category. One kernel at a time. They're very narrow categories. They have created a high-quality product focusing on taste, innovation, and ensuring that their premium gourmet popcorn is all-natural, gluten-free, and contains the most quality ingredients possible. And the winner is... Keeney's Office Supply.
Started in 1947, Keeney's Office Supply began when Bob Keeney started selling office products out of his station wagon across the sprawling pastures that are now known as Bellevue. It has grown one customer at a time, and today, Keeney's is the leading independent distributor of office supplies and office interiors in the Puget Sound region. Keeney's president, Lisa Keeney McCarthy, has been with the company since 1982, when she took over the business from her father after graduating college. Since then, she has successfully led the company through many transitions and has proven to be a strong competitor in the office supply industry, winning numerous awards. As a local, family-owned company, Keeney's has grown in the face of multinational competition. Rather than invest in extravagant advertising, the company has invested in its clients and the local economy. Keeney's is dedicated to consuming less, wasting less, and actively showing their customers ways to conserve and spend less money, operate more efficiently, and create less carbon. Keeney's mission is to always maintain integrity, honesty, and above all, respect within the community for doing the right things. As a small company of 31 employees, it has remained in business because of the pride and tenacity shown by its leaders and employees. Keeney's puts people first. Their tagline is, "We get it," and they work hard to listen, be flexible, and always find ways to make a difference for their customers and their community. Keeney prides itself in the level of service provided to all customers. They strive to satisfy their customers' everyday needs by offering free of charge next-day delivery and not requiring a minimum order. Keeney's understands that not all businesses operate in the same manner, so the flexibility and adaptability they provide is their biggest asset.
So again, congrats to Keeney's Office Supply. And Lisa Keeney McCarthy. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Dow. And if you have to vamoose, I would understand right now, but we do have a little premium here that we'd like to give away, and so I would ask does anybody, first of all, have a coin on them? I realize I don't have one. We thought this would be a fair enough, quick way to give this prize away with the game that is called Heads or Tails, which maybe you've seen at auctions and that sort of thing. And I'd ask my friend Ken Grant if he'd come up here and help me, because I need an assistant for this difficult task. What we have here is the winner of the Small Business Award from 2 years ago, Molly Moon, has donated. First of all, somebody's going to win a Valley Bean caramel jar, which is yummy, and then a $50 gift prize from Molly Moon as well. Ken, I'm going to flip what we'll ask everybody to do is you need to stand for this if you are able to. And it's just the old-fashioned game of heads or tails that you played when you were a kid. You try to guess whether the coin's going to come up heads or tails. If you think it's coming up heads, you put your hands here. If you think it's coming up tails, you put like that. And it should be your own tails and your own head, okay? It goes very quickly. You think we'll be here till 10. We won't. This will go fast. Ken, if you just catch the coin and then tell us what it comes up, heads or tails. Here we go. Make your choice, everybody. Here comes the coin.
Tails.
So if you chose tails, you're still in the game. If you chose heads, you're down. Okay, we'll do it again. Heads or tails. See how quickly the herd thins here. We're about 50% gone already. Here we go.
Tails.
You're still in the game if you chose tails. Now you can always change your mind, change your guess, but here we go again, heads or tails.
Heads.
Heads, you said? Okay. All right. Heads or tails, the tension you could cut with a tension cutter right now. As we move on, make your choice. Here we go.
Heads.
Oh! Look at now. See, we only have like 6 people left. I told you it goes quickly. Heads or tails? Here we go.
Heads.
All right. What do we have left? 2 left standing. Could you both quickly come up here, please, so we can take a gander at you? Come right up on stage. Don't worry, the stage is not worn out because I haven't been here that long. So, what's your name?
Suzanne.
Suzanne and Jocelyn. It's heads or tails time. Now, I guess we could prolong this, but if you make different choices, then we know we'll have a winner. Okay, there you go. Suzanne, tails, Jocelyn, heads. Ken, here it comes. And thank God you aren't a Seahawk. All right, should I flip it again or should we leave it right there? That's what it is? That's what it was. Tails. Congratulations, Suzanne. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We are done. Thanks for putting up with me. We've made money for the King County today because I'm going to give my fee back to them for this. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.